Hey, what's up guys? This is Halfway, broadcasting from around the world in Phenomenal Pen, Cambodia. Guys, and really quick, I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update. I know how long ago it was, maybe 6 months ago or something, I made a video about work permit updates here. So I have another one for you. It's kind of piggybacking off of that one. But essentially, so it's now March 20th or March 19th, I think, today. And as of now, if you're in Cambodia, you're already in Phnom Penh and you're working, make sure you have a work permit. If you don't, by the end of the month, so in the article I read was by Khmer New Year, which is in the middle of April. I believe it's the second week of April, beginning of the second week of April. So the article I read said that in the second week of April, they're really going to start enforcing this. However, I was speaking to another teacher that works at my school, and I believe she spoke to the ministry, she said herself, and they said like essentially everything has to get processed by the end of this month. So if you don't have a work permit, hurry up and get one by the end of this month, because otherwise they're doing a couple of things. Again, this is a little bit speculative of what I read and what this person told me, so I hope this information is correct. But basically they said that if you don't have a work permit by the end of this month, it used to be that they would charge you $100 a year for every calendar year that you were here. So if you started, if you came to Cambodia in 2017 and you didn't have a work permit, it's now 2018. You would get fined $100 for the 2017 year, even if you're here just for one day in 2017. If your arrival date in Cambodia was 2017, any day in 2017, you would get a $100 fine for that year, and then you have to pay, I believe it's $150 or so, because you have to get like a medical check, and then you could get your work permit. But what they're changing it now, I think, again, this is what I heard, this is not what I read specifically, this is what the other teacher at my school told me, was that if you don't have it by the end of this month, instead of it being $100 a year, they're going to charge $10 a day. So if you've been here for a couple of years, that can really add up to a giant, significant amount of money. We're talking thousands of dollars. And then also they're going to, again, allegedly becoming more strict about enforcing this, so maybe they'll be going to schools and checking on the teachers, maybe even just stopping like foreigners, like if you're on your moto riding, stopping you and checking for your papers, and people without the proper documentation are going to be getting deported. So I'm actually going through this a little bit. We're working with my school where we've been trying to get work permits. I need to get a work permit, but as well as some of the other teachers at my school, and my school's trying to get them, but of course with anything with the government, it's like a little bit of a hassle. I'm pretty sure that my school finally sorted everything out, so I feel like I'm probably in the clear. But again, if you're here, make sure you have your work permit or you're working on getting it. It sounds like they're honestly like going to be a little bit strict about it. I think it's been very, very laxed in the past, and people have gotten away with not having like work permit here, for decades. But I think they're starting to crack down on it more. So just make sure you guys are getting your work permits. And when you get here, guys, make sure that's something that you talk to your schools about. If you're just arriving here, your school has to like sign up for something on some website in order for you to get a work permit, which was the problem we were having with our school. And so you can't just like go to the government and be like, I need a work permit. Your school has to be registered, and then you have to go through the registration, but your school has to already be registered in the government system. So make sure when you get here, you talk to the schools about that. If you get hired at a job, or you're gonna get hired at a job, have it somewhere in your contract that the school has to take care of getting a work permit for you, so this way you're kind of covering yourself. All right, guys, that's all it's really about. It's Halfway, broadcasting from around the world, Phenomenal Pen, Cambodia. Peace, guys.